Okay, so Judge Linda Parker is allowing the state residents of Flint, Michigan to sue the federal government due to the Flint water contamination. If you go back, it's happening back in 2014 and 2015. Now, this is a real huge issue because on the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, they were well aware that there was lead and stuff was leading into the residents' home, but they still continuously let the water supply in. Of course, Governor Rick Snyder at the time, the former governor of Michigan, allowed it to happen, and it caused a neurotoxin, and it made like decades of people just really mentally impaired, sickness, which is brown, and it really destroyed the basic necessity of one's life in that city. And people and the residents of that city is still paying for the damaged water. It's still paying for their water bill. They still have to shower. Thankfully it was people still giving out water bottles, but this may work into the hands, man, of the people if they utilize the money right and still just get another like water filters or anything. Now I remember I made a video maybe last year. Elon Musk was doing something about this, doing everything he can. Even though he was still doing things with SpaceX, but it's really a sad thing, man. This is gonna be a huge cleanup, man, of like at least 4 decades of cleanup, man. To the individuals that suffered rashes, man, I think about 3 or 4 people died from it, man. Had negative reactions to it, allergic reactions, or their family's gonna be compensated. This is a lot of things that can play into effect if this court case rules into their favor, into the local officials, man, and just the residents in itself. So the EPA, they kind of just standing by on this, but at the same time, man, this is contamination of the Flint River into the residents' home. Like this has to be fixed. It's still people still suffering there, and I'm from Michigan, from Detroit, so I can imagine like 70% of African Americans that live in that city, man. And just people in general, man, that just couldn't really afford to have a nice, a decent living, is still suffering from that water, man. So I think this is a good step in the direction. Excuse me, if the residents really collectively come together and be responsible with the money here. But yeah, the federal government could be sued for this. This needs to need to end this now, and maybe they can use that money to move out the city and do what they can. If they new city, they new area, they can go to Royal Oak Park, or they can move to Saginaw, or these nice different surrounding areas where the water is not polluted and they getting fresh excuse me, oh my goodness, fresh Michigan water. Ooh, fresh Michigan water. That's will be a blessing, because it's a really sad thing, to me personally, man, that these people are still suffering from this. Excuse me, come from a cold, but it's, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a really interesting case. I'm still look more forward to this, according to this article that I was reading. But yeah, man, you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. Keep you guys heads up, man. People in Flint, I know it's rough out there, but just hang on in there, and just collectively come together, use the plan. Remember, honest money doing this, so dishonest money doing this away, but he who gathers it little makes it grow, and that's extremely important, man. So Flint water crisis. Should need to put an end to this. Maybe they can, live good into their nice cities and nice homes when they receive this type of money, see how much they get, and they can do what they can. If someone has a heart to not, contaminate the water, just, make sure it has a pure water filter, a pure water system in itself, and clean it up. But it's your boy Young Lee Jr. I'm out. Deuces.